electronic music. Your home for the latest in trance and progressive. The latest tunes selected. The hottest tracks in a row. Straight to your music player.
Welcome to the new world.
This is A State of Trance podcast. Here's your host, Armin van Buuren.
A brand new week, a brand new State of Trance podcast, which is packed again with great tunes for you to make sure you won't miss out on any in the latest in trance and progressive. This week, Orjan, Nilsen, Aly Fila, Gaia, and a great remix of Arctic Moon of my tune Coming Home. But first, Estonian producer Beat Service made one of the biggest festival tracks of this year. Here's his new single, Outsider. And there are no words to describe this tune. Without a doubt, one of my personal favorites of this year already. And make sure you check out his recently released debut album, in my opinion. Here is Orjan Nilsen, Between the Rays.
stateoftrance.com.
You're tuned in to the A State of Trance podcast. I'm Armin van Buuren, having a quick look at my emails. Armin@thestateoftrance.com. Thank you, Jim Crowell from Scottsdale, Arizona, USA. He shouts out to his friend Reinhold in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And Carlos Paredes from Ecuador shouts out to his best friend Natalia Vizconte and Karen Pineda in Newark, New Jersey. If you got anything you want to share or anything you want to hear on the podcast, email me, armin@thestateoftrance.com. Back to the music, because this is what you're after. This is the State of Trance podcast. The great Alex M.O.R.P.H remix of this lovely single by Aly Fila, We Control the Sunlight.
This is a State of Trance podcast.
This track sure brings back memories of A State of Trance 500, but so does the next one. It's finally out now, a brand new Sebastian Brandt remix of the State of Trance 500 theme, Gaia Status Excessu Day.
track listings and more, check out www.astateoftrance.com.
Time flies listening to so many great tunes, but don't worry, there's more to listen on my playlist on Spotify. Head over to arminradio.com or surf to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Armin van Buuren for more State of Trance podcasts. But now, the last track of this week's episode, featured on my latest album M.O.R.P.H, the remixes, the great Arctic Moon remix of my track, Coming Home.
This is a State of Trance podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 181 of the State of Trance podcast. For more info, head over to astateoftrance.com. See you next week for a new podcast.
Thank you for tuning in. For more info about this podcast, go to astateoftrance.com. Tune in next week for more A State of Trance.
For more info, check www.armadamusic.com.